Sutton Stracke's son James graduates from high school. The weekend marked a bittersweet moment for Sutton Stracke, as her third and youngest child officially became a high school graduate. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member shared the milestone on Saturday, June 7, posting photos and videos from James Stracke's graduation day. Sutton Stracke celebrates her son James' graduation with her family. "Not the baby," Sutton captioned the Instagram reel. "Third child has graduated. Congratulations to all those class of 2025. Wishing you all the very best in life." The post showed James rocking his Loyola High School cap and gown as he snapped a few photos with his mom, as well as his older sister, Porter Stracke, and older brother, Philip Stracke. His maternal grandma, Rhobh Brown, also attended the ceremony. Of course, friends and fans immediately took to the comments to congratulate James on his new chapter. Some of the messages came from Sutton's fellow Bravolevs, like the Real Housewives of Orange County's Heather Dubrow, the Real Housewives of New York City alum Kelly Killoren Benjamin, the Real Housewives of Miami's Marisol Patton, and rhobh friend Jennifer Tilly. "Wow, he grew up so fast," Jennifer commented. "So lovely to see these pictures of the whole family together." Where is Sutton Stracke's son James going to college? As indicated on James' Instagram page, the 18-year-old is headed to Wofford College in South Carolina, where he will study pre-law. Sutton shared more details about James, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Christian Stracke, in rhobh Season 14, Episode 10. During a mini-group trip to Sutton's hometown of Augusta, Georgia, her mom, Rhobh, bluntly described James as kind of weird, but smart. "Mom, why would you call James weird?" Sutton asked in a confessional. "He's like the cool one." Sutton further addressed Rhobh's comment on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, saying her mom and James had similar personality traits. "She's gonna stand by what she says. James is his own person," Sutton explained. "James doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and maybe Rhobh thinks that's weird, but she does the same thing." Sutton Stracke shares updates on her oldest children, Porter and Philip. James' graduation came about a month after his big sister, Porter, turned 23. The rhobh daughter graduated from the College of William and Mary in 2024, earning a bachelor's degree in history. Porter has since moved to New York City, where she attends the private Brooklyn Law School. Sutton's oldest son, 21-year-old Philip, is enrolled at the Citadel Military College of South Carolina. Sutton touched on Philip's post-high school plans in rhobh Season 12, Episode 3, explaining how his college move-in day would differ from Porter's. After Philip graduates from high school, he's going to the Citadel, which is actually a military school, she said in an episode interview. "I think the good news is I don't have to decorate his room. It's not like a Porter situation. There's no curtains and, any of that stuff. I think you have to bounce a quarter off your bed." The last cap toss. It was a Saturday in Los Angeles, but it might as well have been Augusta, Georgia, for all the Southern emotions bubbling beneath Sutton Stracke's channel blazer. Her son James, the baby, the third, the quiet one, was graduating from Loyola High School, and Sutton wasn't quite ready. The morning began with the ritual of coffee, which Sutton had attempted to drink twice and forgotten both times. Her living room buzzed with energy. Her daughter Porter had flown in from New York the night before, complaining about her TSA experience, but quickly transitioning to talk of law school in Brooklyn. Philip, her middle child, was up early, military punctuality kicking in, even if it was just to iron his shirt for the ceremony. Then there was Rhobh. "Do not let her speak without supervision," Sutton muttered under her breath, glancing over her shoulder at her formidable Southern mama. "She's already gone through 2 gin and tonics, and it's not even 10, Porter whispered. James emerged last. He moved with the ease of someone who didn't care for attention, but knew he would get it anyway. His Loyola high cap tilted slightly, his gown slightly wrinkled. James never was much for perfection. His smile, though, that was perfect. Sutton's heart sank as she looked at him. "There's my last little one," she said aloud, voice cracking just enough for Rhobh to notice. "Lord Sutton, he's not dying. He's just graduating," Rhobh said dryly, fanning herself with a program from last year's ballet gala. Porter stifled a laugh. Philip just gave a knowing shrug. The ceremony. They arrived early, naturally. Sutton had insisted. The bleachers were already filling up with proud parents and teary-eyed grandparents. Heather Dubrow had texted her a good luck message. Jennifer Tilly had sent a long, emoji-filled congratulations text that included a gif of a dancing cap. "You know, Jennifer's always been theatrical," Sutton muttered, smiling at her phone. James had to line up with his class, which left Sutton with time to fuss over everything, from Rhobh's sun hat, too big, to Philip's shoes, not polished enough. As the national anthem played and the sea of blue caps shimmered in the June sun, Sutton held her breath. "Mom," Porter said gently, touching her arm. "He's right there." James stood third in line, looking both entirely James and completely transformed. Something about that gown, that posture, that quiet confidence. Sutton suddenly saw not a boy, but a man. As the principal spoke about excellence, resilience, and the uncertain beauty of tomorrow, Sutton tried not to cry. She failed. Rhobh handed her a tissue without looking. "Well, he is the last one," Rhobh murmured. "Don't start, Mama," Sutton said, dabbing her eyes. Then came the moment. "James Christian Stracke," the announcer called. Sutton leaped to her feet. The entire Stracke clan followed. Cameras flashed. Porter screamed. Philip gave a sharp two-clap salute. Even Rhobh stood, reluctantly, and clapped. James walked across the stage, shook hands, took his diploma, and offered the faintest bow. "He's got flair," Sutton whispered, her voice both proud and broken. After the applause, they gathered on the lawn among hundreds of other families. "I cannot believe I'm saying this, but you actually looked like you enjoyed yourself," Porter teased James. "I liked the part where it was over," he replied. He took photos with his siblings, his mother, and, begrudgingly, his grandmother. "You still think I'm weird, Grandma?" he asked. Rhobh, unfazed, adjusted her pearls. "James, you are weird, but smart. It's a rare combo." Sutton winced. "I mean it as a compliment," Rhobh added. "The world needs weird. It's too full of boring." James nodded slowly. "I'll take that." A group of his classmates yelled his name. James gave his family a quick hug and disappeared into the crowd. "Let him have his moment," Sutton said, stopping Porter from following. "I still can't believe he's going to Wofford," Philip said. "Pre-law," Sutton added. Rhobh chuckled. "Maybe he'll be the first honest lawyer." Sutton elbowed her. "Can you please behave for one day?" Rhobh shrugged. I didn't curse during the ceremony." That night, they hosted a small dinner at Sutton's home in Bel Air. It was intimate, just family, a few close friends, and enough caviar to make Andy Cohen blush. Jennifer Tilly sent flowers. Heather Dubrow sent a box of vintage champagne. James showed up halfway through dinner with his tie undone, carrying a crumpled yearbook and a tired smile. "Good night?" Sutton asked. "Yeah," James said. "Weird, but good." Rhobh raised her glass. "To weird, but good." Everyone joined. Packing memories. The following week was filled with cardboard boxes, tearful goodbyes, and last-minute shopping trips. Sutton had made the trip to South Carolina before. Porter's college tour had included a pit stop in Charleston, but Wofford was new terrain. "Mom, it's not like I'm going off to Mars," James said as Sutton hovered over his suitcase, trying to decide how many pairs of socks counted as just in case. "You're going off to South Carolina." "Close enough," she replied. Porter helped pack. Philip, surprisingly, offered James his old military-style planner. "You'll need this. It's not tactical or anything, just helps to organize chaos. James looked at him, genuinely touched. Thanks, man. Reba came over the night before the flight. She gave James a gift wrapped in newsprint, an old Stracke family tradition. Inside was a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird. Every lawyer should read it, she said, especially the weird ones. Sutton watched them quietly, memorizing the way her son tilted his head, the way Reba's eyes softened, just for a moment. Later that night, Sutton walked into James' room. He was lying on the bed, staring at the ceiling. You okay? Yeah, just thinking. About? About how this is the last time this room's gonna feel like mine. Sutton sat beside him. It'll always be yours. But it won't be the same. She nodded. No, it won't. Silence fell between them, thick and full of everything unsaid. I'm proud of you, she said finally. I know, he whispered. Your grandma still thinks you're weird. I know that too. They both laughed. South Carolina sun. The flight to South Carolina was uneventful, save for Reba's complaint about these god-awful peanuts and Porter's insistence on documenting the entire trip for Instagram. Sutton walked the Wofford campus in kitten heels, ignoring the uneven cobblestone paths. Pre-law dorms are over there, a tour guide said. They're quiet, focused,